Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Ready or not, let's do this. This is a ridiculously early morning webinar to get your day started off right, whether you're ready for it or not. There's a little bit of mindset, a little bit of business sense, something for your MLM, network marketing, small business, brick and mortar, online or off, to get it up and running like a well-oiled machine. Whether you're a newbie, a seasoned veteran, or somewhere in between, there's something here for you. Welcome. My name is Mina. I'm coming to you from the great city of New York City, out in the borough of Queens. I created this ridiculously early morning webinar to push myself out of my comfort zone and to share with you the amazing content that I continue to find as I learn and grow my business online, with the hopes of inspiring you to do the same. Let's grow into success together. How are you doing today? I have a different cup today because I have a funny story about my owl cup. Every night before I turn in, I usually have a cup of tea. But what's been happening lately is that I'll pour myself my cup of tea and I'll set it down to just cool down a bit, and then I'll forget about it because I have it in the kitchen. And that's exactly what happened to me last night. I set up my tea, I put it in the kitchen to cool down, then I came back to the computer and I started working, completely forgot about the tea, and then when I was about to turn in for the night, and I passed by the kitchen, I saw my cup of tea there. And instead of just throwing it out, I just put a little bit of saran wrap on it and set it there. I'm going to drink it later so I don't waste my tea. But anyways, that's why I have this little thing here. At least it's not going to topple over. It's got a firm bottom. So as you know, this webinar, this hangout, always has two parts. There's a mindset portion and there's a business sense portion. And for today's mindset portion, it's all about scientific motivation. Not scientific notation in math, scientific motivation. There's a science to getting motivated. Let me take a look at my notes here. And what science says about motivation is that in order to get motivated, we cannot put our emotions aside. In fact, our emotions are essential in order to get motivated. Because you can think and plan to get motivated, but when you don't have your feelings into it, it's hard to do it. It's hard to get motivated to do stuff. Excuse me. We need to think to plan, but we need to feel to act. Let me say that again. We need to think to plan stuff, but in order to act, in order to take actions, we need to feel. We need to have those emotions. So in their book, Switch, the authors Chip and Dan Heath said this: emotions are an essential part of executing any plan. And they also said to focus on emotions. Knowing something isn't enough to cause change. Make people or yourself feel something. You got to feel something in order to do something. So they also said, yes. So how do you get motivated? How do you get motivated when you don't feel like doing anything? When you're just like, oh, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that. You just want to retreat into a corner and have your favorite cupcake. Well, there are 3 steps to get motivated so that you can get things done. And the first of these is to get positive. Get positive, get happy. Science shows that people who are positive and happy are more productive and they get things done because they are happier, they're in a great mood. People who are in a negative mood, when they're grumpy, those are the people who procrastinate the most because they are grumpy, they're in a horrible mood, they just don't want to do anything, they just want to stay in bed all day, or they just want to just grump, 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 and mope, mope, mope. They're not going to get anything done. So it's important to be positive and happy in order to be productive. Do you know how the military mentally toughens their recruits? It's not by hand-to-hand combat, it's through optimism. When they train their recruits to be optimistic, to be positive, that's how they mentally toughen their recruits. I imagine the Marines, which I believe it's the toughest branch of the military, they use optimism to stay tough, to stay mentally tough. So I imagine that helps them loads when they are in the military and when they are doing their stuff that they need to do. Be positive. So think about this, the progress principle. Celebrate even the small things that you make progress in. The progress principle is to celebrate your small wins. things that you were able to do in a day and to celebrate them. So you have your to-do list and you didn't finish it entirely, but celebrate what you were able to finish. And even if you aren't able to finish the most complicated things, start off celebrating the small stuff, like you made the perfect cup of coffee. That calls for a happy dance. You made it to work on time. Good on you. You finally finished that complicated project that has been draining every moment of your time. What, and hip, hip, hooray. Celebrate the small things. When you start to celebrate the small things and the progress that you've made, you become more positive and you start to look forward to the next day. In fact, you should end your day thinking about your day, the progress that you have made, and celebrate them. Celebrate those small wins. The second thing to do to get positive and to get more motivated is to get rewarded, is to reward yourself for a job well done. So if you finish that complicated project, reward yourself, buy yourself something special. It could be your favorite pen, or you can reward yourself to your favorite plate of sushi. But when you reward yourself, that brings some feel-good feelings and makes you more positive and more apt to get more things done, to get more motivated. So get rewarded. Rewards, research shows that rewards are responsible, 3/4 responsible for all the things that we do, why you do things. Rewards are responsible for 3/4 of why you do things. So treat yourself when you get something done, because that will just push you forward to do more things. But there are people who cannot think of a reward powerful enough to get them off their butt. So try a commitment device instead, and this is amazing. I will leave the link to this article below so that you can read more and research more. Commitment device is something that will make things very emotional for you and get you off your butt and moving. So give your friend $100, and you have to get your to-do list done or something done by 5 p.m. If you don't get that thing done by 5 p.m., your friend keeps the $100. So that things just got real. Things just got really emotional. In order to get that thing, get your stuff done and get your $100 back, get your stuff done. So that's a commitment device. And the third thing to getting things done, to getting motivated, is to get peer pressure and surround yourself with people that you want to be like. Science shows that, for instance, if people want to get healthier or they want to become runners, they will surround themselves with people who are healthier and are marathon runners, or just take good care of themselves. And that peer pressure enables them to do the same, enables them to work harder to become the person that they want to be, the people that they are surrounding themselves with. The same happens for you. Surround yourself with people that you want to be like. And if you can't find those type of people in your immediate surroundings, you can always go online and find people that you want to be like leaders, like John Maxwell, like Anthony Robbins, like Robert Kiyosaki, or Ryan Deiss, or Diane Hochman, or Ray Higdon. And these are people who are leaders and world-class marketers and great people to be around with. So you can always do that to get motivated to do stuff that you need to do. Zig Ziglar always said this. People say that, what is it? I can't remember the words right off the bat, but motivation is like bathing. You have to do it every day. You have to get motivated every single day. You can't skip a day, because then everything will go downhill. So you have to motivate yourself each and every day. And these are the 3 steps you should do to get motivated: is to get positive, get rewarded, and get peer pressure. And then you are on your way. So this is the mindset portion of this hangout. And now we're going to move into the business sense portion, your personal brand and why it sucks. That's a great article I found also last night that I want to share with you. We all want to work on a personal brand. It's important for an online presence, but we all are faced with that challenge of what exactly is our personal brand. And we try something here and we try something there, and it's all a work in progress. And what this article says is, why does your brand suck? Well, there are 10 reasons why that I'm going to share with you today. And I will also leave the link to this article below so that you can read more and work on amping up and continually improving your personal brand. So why does our personal brand suck? Reason number one, you write like a third grader. We see online people do write, especially when they write blogs or they've been posting blogs on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a new publishing forum where you can post your blog posts and have them there. And if you want to be seen as a professional in your own right, you have to make sure that your grammar and your spelling is on par. There are articles out there that they have, well, what it writes here, that are glaring in their grammar and spelling. So it's good to check over your article. You could go through a spell check and a grammar check, and there are also online portals that teach you how to do proper grammar and how to do proper writing. So if you want to get your brand out there and you want to be recognized as a person and a leader in your own right, make sure that you're not writing like a third grader. Now, you can write, there are ways to write in order that a third grade can understand what you're writing about, but there's also writing like a third grader where your grammar and your spelling needs work. So do not write like a third grader grammatically and spelling wise, but write in a way that a third grader can understand what you're talking about and teaching. Okay. But number two, you give too much information. That's why your personal brand sucks. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. So I know I'm guilty of this, of overcomplicating things, but keep things simple out there when you are promoting and when you are putting yourself out there as your personal brand. Keep things simple. And one thing is to pick one thing you want people to remember you by. Make sure they can't miss it and minimize the rest. So focus on one thing, keep it simple, and that is the one thing people will remember you by. Keeping things simple is great. Less complicated. Number three, when I read this, I was like, ouch. It's like most of your content is useless fluff. That's true. Make sure your content has value and serves to help others. So if you're writing a blog post, what is the purpose of your blog? Who are you aiming to help? And how do you want to help them? My blog, and I know I need work on my blog, I'm in the process of restructuring it, and especially the About Me. My blog will be focused on helping people overcome their fears so that they can continue to grow their business online. A lot of people have fears that put roadblocks in order to reach their success. So I like to talk a lot about mindset, and a lot of my blog posts do focus on mindsets, but I have to restructure my About Me so that people know that this is what my blog is about and how to overcome your fear. And then once you overcome your fear, here are the how-tos to build your business online. So in order to make your content not be so much fluff, make sure your content provides value and it's helpful for the people out there that you want to reach, and be consistent in posting your value. Number four, why does your brand suck? Reason number four, the person says, enough with the inspirational quotes already. I'm just going to read it out to you. It's your brand, not Steve Jobs, Henry David Thoreau's, or Gandhi's. And the person writes here, the author of this article says, don't quote yourself. That is the most annoying, pompous, self-important thing anyone has ever done. Don't do it ever. No quotes. Now, a quote here and there is not, it doesn't hurt to inspire people, but don't overload it. Don't overdo it. Or if you're going to say a quote, talk about why it inspires you and how you can use it to move your business forward. Number five, of why your brand sucks. Your picture is lousy. So make sure when you have a picture, it's a forward-facing picture so that people can see who you are. They can see in your eyes, you're smiling, you look professional, and it's not with your dog or your cat or your significant other. You're branding yourself. Brand yourself. And what the author writes here, this is a personal brand. Come up with a half-decent picture of you and you alone. There you go. Number six, of why your personal brand sucks. You have a unique handle like everyone else. So What the author suggests is that what the author of this article suggests is, instead of being different, focus on the value you can provide. What is your value proposition? What others will pay for because you are better than the competition? What is it that you have that people will pay for, that sets you apart from the crowd and makes you better than the competition? Think about that. Number 7 of why your personal brand sucks: hashtags are not personal. So you cannot create a hashtag and expect it to be all yours, because somewhere, someone, sometime is going to take that hashtag and redo it and just create a completely new one. So you should do proper research on your hashtags and make sure that they are tailored to the audience that you're trying to reach and the content that you're producing. So you can do a lot of hashtag research. There are great online portals for you to do hashtag research. If you're on Instagram and you use Iconosquare to monitor your Instagram feed, you could also do hashtag research there to see what is trending and what works. So just because a hashtag is very popular doesn't mean that you should use it for your piece of content. Make sure that it is congruent, it is relevant to the content that you're producing. If you're writing something about network marketing, or you're writing something about being motivated, or you're writing something about how to engage, some kind of how-to thing, and you find a hashtag that's trending, like, let's see, it doesn't come to mind. Or, okay, the hashtag that comes to mind is girls, which happens to be a very popular hashtag, but it's not relevant if you are writing a blog post on network marketing and focusing and being a product of the product. That hashtag is not congruent to your blog post, because it just doesn't make sense, even though that hashtag is a very popular hashtag. So do the proper research on your hashtags and apply them to your content accordingly. Number 8 of why your personal brand sucks: there's no call to action. Call to actions are very important, and explicit and specific call to actions are extremely important. Marketing rule 101, if there is no call to action, nothing will happen. So every time you finish a blog post, or every time you complete a video and you upload a video, you need to have a call to action. Like, if you enjoy this ridiculously early morning webinar, subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and leave a comment below. And if you like, you can reach me on my blog at minagpalakibai.com, and we can continue the conversation there. That is a call to action. Or if you're creating a piece of content that focuses on Instagram and you have a free Instagram training, you could say something like this as a call to action. If you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to make the most of your Instagram posts, click on the link below. I have a free training for you on how you can even amp up your Instagram even more. If you want to reach out to me, you can find me on my blog at minagpalakibai.com. I'd love to converse with you more there, or send me a personal message on how you can become more of an Instagram queen or king. That is another example of a call to action. All right, number 9 of why your personal brand sucks: you take yourself too seriously. Okay, you can't take yourself too seriously when you're out here in the internet space. Of course, you're serious about your business and you do your daily actions, but if you receive haters, and that is part of the deal, don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take things personally. Laugh it off. Be flexible. Roll with the punches. You'll be better off for doing that. You'll be better off for doing so. So don't take yourself too seriously. There will be times where things don't work out, where things fail. Don't take that personally. Just get back up, reassess what went wrong and how you can do it better, and move forward. Don't take yourself too seriously. And number 10 of why your personal brand sucks: you don't answer why. Why is it that you're doing this? What is your personal why? What is your motivation? What is it that makes you get up every morning to do that ridiculously early morning webinar, or to create that blog post, or to create that video? What is your why? It could be your family, it could be your spiritual community, it could be that you want to give back, you want to give to charity, you want to travel the world and help and be a servant leader. You need money to do that. So you have to have a personal why of why you want to do what you're doing, and why you want to have personal time freedom and the resources to do what you want, when you want to do it, with the resources available. So those are the 10 reasons why your personal brand sucks, and to give you the motivation to improve your personal brand, or to continually improve your personal brand. So here's just a little bit of an addition to for number 10 of why your personal brand sucks, in determining your why. Here's a little exercise you can do to help you determine your why. You need to get at least a message across in as few words as possible. It's kind of like your elevator pitch that answers WIIFM, what's in it for me? But the me is on the person who is approaching your blog or seeing your video. They're always going to ask, what's in it for me? So you need to answer that question in terms of your personal why and how you can help people. What's in it for me? Always think about that when you're creating a piece of content. Okay. So we've come to the end of this ridiculously early morning webinar. I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you've stayed to the end of this video, good on you. If you enjoyed the content that I shared, please give this video a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel so that you are updated when I upload new videos. I also have a blog. You can reach me at minagpalakibai.com. We can continue the conversation there. Happy Tuesday, folks. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Take care. Thanks again for stopping by. Cheers. See you tomorrow.